Hi guys, Chris here from luxurycarhirechoice.com with another video for you. We're at day 4 in this sort of, well, I've set it as like a 15 day video series. If you want to stay up to date with it, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and basically we're going to be discussing all aspects of supercar hire. Now obviously I'm based in the UK, so we will be covering how to hire a supercar in the UK and the steps and things to look out for. You might want to, if you're just viewing this video or this hangout and you're not sure what we've covered so far, in day 3 I basically answered top questions about supercar hire, more focused on the cost. I've also done a video, you can see all this on the YouTube channel, the videos are there. Also a video on 7 tips to finding a good supercar hire company. Well worth looking through if you're sort of umming and ahhing and not sure what it involves. It's well worth doing because you want to make sure you get a good company is the long and short of it. And also the first day I did was basically general questions where I go through the terms, because it's not as easy as just jumping in a supercar and driving off, as you can imagine. You need to know about terms and how old you have to be and how long you have to be driving, and also to protect yourself, things that you need to look at in order to hire a supercar safely, because if the worst was to happen, which is obviously a crash, you need to make sure that you're protected. Now just check that you got the screen on. I want to show you. The company I recommend using is Premier Velocity, really good supercar hire company. You can see all the reasons why in the previous videos, but very briefly, they've got a really knowledgeable team. They've got a huge range of cars, like 40 supercars, ranging from everything like this, sports cars to 4x4s, SUVs, prestige and luxury cars, all the way up to supercars. And what I want to do in this hangout is give you just a quick overview of what I recommend. This is just my views. But what I recommend, if you're brand new to supercar hire and you're thinking, well, I want to do this, I want to jump behind the wheel of a monster, but I don't want to put myself at any risk, or I don't want to get into a car and then suddenly find it's like a spaceship on the road, because you know, like some of the Lamborghinis and so on, when you get in them, it's like getting into a fighter jet. So I'm going to go through what I recommend that you do if you're new to supercar hire and your first hire. Okay, this is like, I'm going to base it pretty much on the supercars, but we will have a look at some of the sort of more sports cars. The reason I'm doing that, if you're based around the ages of like 25, you have to be over 25 anyway. Even if you're not, give them a call, 08 44 335 6937. Even if you're not, give them a call. But if I remember correctly, you have to be over 25 to even have a look in of driving these cars. But I'll talk about that in just a while. If you're assuming you're over the age of 25, or to be honest, over the age of 30 for the supercars, you've been driving for over 5 years and you haven't got like loads of points or drink driving offences or anything like that. Again, if you're worried about any of this, go back to my YouTube channel, check through the videos, and you can see that I address this all and the exact terms that you need. Okay, but getting on with it, I recommend my #1 recommended car, and it is actually my favourite as well, but it's not based on that. It just so happens to be the #1 car I recommend for complete beginners, and that is the Audi R8. I'll tell you why, and I'm sure most would agree with me. So we'll just look at the basic one here. If you can call it basic, not the Spider version. It's simply because you've got the 4-wheel drive in there. It's more basically that 4-wheel drive system, the same as the Lamborghinis, Audi's like 4-wheel drive system. It just gives you that added stability on the car. Now you're not going to be, I'm sure watching this, you're not going to be hiring the car and absolutely using the roads like a racetrack anyway. Or even if you are thinking about it, I suggest you don't, because it's just not worth it. Well, as you can imagine, they're very expensive cars, and you don't want to wrap the car or do anything, just drive it normally. But even if you're just going to be driving normally and you just want to experience the thrill of a supercar, the Audi R8 would be my top choice. because it's more like a sort of supercar with stabilizers on, if you see what I mean, because you get all the thrill. It's got huge power there. The handling is absolutely phenomenal. It's literally my favorite car. I recommend the Spider right now. We're in the summer at the recording of this video or this hangout, and the top down driving that is unbelievable. Really, really. And all right, fair enough. It's not like a, I call it a fringe supercar because it's, not like a Lamborghini or Ferrari. But honestly, driving that, it turns heads. I've literally driven this car, and you're driving down, and people are whipping out their mobile phones and taking pictures of it, and you get a lot of attention when the top's down or even the top up. And in my mind, and it's a bit biased, it's one of the most beautiful cars. So if you're thinking, this is what I suggest, if you want to hire a supercar and you want to hire one that's safe and absolutely awesome to drive, I mean, still 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, top speed of 194 and 525 brake horsepower under the hood, really, really powerful. I'll just give you a few other choices, okay? And this isn't really for first car, but if you're looking to drive the best of the bunch in terms of supercars, or the best all-rounder in terms of an actual supercar, I would recommend the Ferrari 458 Italia. It's, well, as it says in the description, the most desirable car in the world, supercar in the world, and it's sort of like the supercar. If you want to drive, say the Audi R8 might be too tame for some of you. You might be dead set on driving a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, an actual supercar, if you see what I mean. I recommend the Ferrari 458, phenomenal car, unbelievable inside, and like the supercar. There are faster and there are more flashy cars, but that's like the sort of status quo of supercars. And you've also got, I'll just show you on the site, I can find, here we go. If you're really going to go for it, Ferrari 458 Italia Spider, the top comes down 0 to 60 in a blinding 3.2 seconds, 208 miles per hour top speed, 570 brake horsepower. That is phenomenal car. If you're looking for something like a Ferrari, well, a Ferrari, but a bit more tame and a bit more like a Grand Tourer, but top-down driving and really decent quality drive, and to see, I'm sort of trying to appeal here. It depends what age you are, really. If you're sort of, or not really age, I mean, it depends whether you're looking for a supercar that sounds like a supercar that's a beast on the road, or you're looking for more of traveling in style. For instance, you can go for the Ferrari 458 Italia, but if you go for the Bentley Continental GT Supersports, it's quick. If we have a look at this, 3.9 0 to 60, but the main reason you drive that is it's absolutely top of style. Like, that's like first class travel. Looking, hope you can see the pictures on your screen. First class travel on the road. So phenomenal. I'll just go back. But I was going to show you the Ferrari California as well. That's actually one of their newest additions in stock. Still electrically fast, 3.9 seconds 0 to 60, but it's more of a Grand Tourer, if you can call it that. I mean, look inside, it's not really a Grand Tourer, but if you're looking for a sort of more tame Ferrari, that would be the one. I've also got here, if you're really going to go for it, I'll just show you, and you've got that sort of four-wheel drive system as well, the Lamborghini Spider. This one, Lamborghini LP560. There's a few on here. I mean, if you're really going to go for it, you're going to go for that, Aventador, or the Lamborghini Huracan. But this one here, the Spider, top down. Now, that's not going to be as tame as the Audi R8, but it is one of those sort of supercars that is, well, legendary supercar. So if you're really going to go for it, that would be the one. Absolutely superb. If you're looking for another style of car, you could go for, let me just show you, Maserati rather, Gran Cabrio. That's new in as well. It's not that fast off the mark, but again, you're going for style here, and you're going for top-down driving in the summer. Absolutely gorgeous car. You can see here. So that's really, really good. Or if, and I'll just show you. So if you're watching this and you're younger and you're sort of looking to do this, just show you the sports cars. You go down, the Porsche Boxster S is probably not the lowest car, but the car, if you're under 25, I would recommend ringing the number 0844 335 6937, and you may be able to get a deal where you can hire that. Still phenomenal car, but it's not like a supercar. It's a very nice sports car. So there you go. There's my choices. I'll keep the videos coming, and I'll go through. What I'm going to do next is go through each car in turn, just so you get a look at the car. You can also check out the blog, luxurycarhirechoice.com. You'll see some reviews of the cars and some more stuff that you'll need to know before you hire a supercar. Or if you're ready to go for it, Premier Velocity, premiervelocity.com. Call the number. They're nice guys, good team, knowledgeable about cars. And also don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because you'll know when I upload videos or do another hangout. And if you're sort of roundabout when I do another hangout, you can join in and ask questions, and I'll answer them on the fly. Okay guys, hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one.